This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch. Now,
welcome to Copeland's.
Copeland's is not just some fancy place for your big night out. In fact, there's no occasion too big, or if you like, too small. Copeland's, there's always something good.
Welcome to Copeland's.
I finally did it. Popeye's new chicken sandwich. I've been trying to make the perfect chicken sandwich forever.
How does that make you feel?
You know me. It had to be just right. Finding a bun as good as my chicken was not easy. I mean, I did it, obviously.
I think we've made a lot of progress here. I feel great. Good talk. I'm proud of you.
My new chicken sandwich is buttermilk battered and served on toasted brioche. Try it in spicy or classic.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
I finally did it.
McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Hey, everybody. Welcome into another edition of Brainley's Virtual Tour Live. We are live in the building. Glad to have all of you here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for a little Ready to Love panel. I was saying to the group chat, it's been interesting this season because we try to make sure that everybody gets on, but it's been interesting, but you know, we still come through. We love Q and also Solana. Solana is saving the world as the beautiful black chocolate queen she is as a nurse, and Q's being that great dad, so we love them as well. Of course, I'm up here with my good. Of course, I'm up here. She'll be back in a minute with Gigi9. Hey, everybody. Glad to have you all here. Y'all was aligned this episode. It really was. Get my notepad together, child. It was a lot in this episode. It was significant, but significance is in the eye of the beholder. Higher is weighing low is available. Either way, we are live on tour. Hey, Gigi, welcome in. Gigi, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, yes, we can. Higher is weighing, lows available. But either way, we are live on tour. And here we are, everybody. Hey, welcome in.
Hey.
Y'all here. We do have a lot to get to. I told Gigi there's one particular screenshot that I got that I'm very excited about. And I just want to say to the camera people that do 12-hour days, you guys are some of the hardest working people, and y'all deserve all the money that y'all get. And when we get to that scene, y'all will understand why I said that quote. But anyway, Gigi, how are you?
Listen, I am doing great. It's spring break. So, taking some time off. So I'm able to kind of think, relax, decided I was just going, even though I live where people come to vacay, I still had to take me a vacay. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm on my vacay right now. But definitely love being here as always. It is a pleasure. It's an honor. And it's always a great time anytime I can be up here on the panel with you. And yes, again, indeed. Like you said, shout out to the rest of our panel. Q, he had to work hard, brother. Keep, working hard as you do. And Dr. Ucha, as you said, she is saving lives. We need her. And we thank her for everything that she does, all the lives that she saves and all the people that she helps. We love them all. And we're here.
Indeed.
We are here on this tour.
Yes, indeed. And we're almost at the reunion, guys. And I got a feeling the reunion is going to be quite hot for sure. So, with that being said, let's do what we do and go on tour. We're going to start off with the ladies' lounge here. Let me get the ladies' lounge if I can find it, child. Let me see. Okay, there we go. Let me get the shared screen up just in case here. Let me see. I gotta tell y'all something. Y'all think doing like live TV is hard? Oh no, live TV is not that hard. Everything is set up for you. Try doing a live show on YouTube. My Lord Jesus. But it's all good in the neighborhood. So here's the ladies' lounge here. That is the beautiful Patrice. That is Vanessa. Kool-Aid has more flavor. Kool-Aid has more flavor than Vanessa, but we appreciate her existence, her presence, and her energy. That is Maya. That sounded so petty. That's Maya right there. And then, I'm sorry, that's NECA. And then this is Vanessa. That Kool-Aid has more flavor than Vanessa. But there's the four. Then there's nephew Tommy. Gigi, you want to chime in? What did you think about the final ladies lounge?
Yeah. So I was actually just thinking, I was like, you know what? They actually have some, and this is happening, this is in the first season, but they have some really, really good looking women.
They do.
And I be feeling like the people that they have matched up with them just this is really all for show, because some of these people, like, they just don't mix. But I was looking at that ladies' lounge and I was like, damn, them women look good.
They do. They absolutely do. And I definitely will agree with that. And listen, I think with this show, it's shot out of a cannon, right? You only have a certain amount of time to showcase yourself on TV. So you do try to give a little love, grace, and space.
And then we move on.
Right.
But that's fine if it's not.
Right. So basically,
like
here they would
just
have
one more.
What? One more woman?
But with the ladies' lounge, to introduce them into their family.
Yes.
And
Gigi, you there? Wait a minute. Hang on, y'all. Okay, she'll be back up in a minute because she was going in and out for me. Can y'all hear me? Type of 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Type of 1 in the chat if you can hear me, because my microphone should be on. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, what you call it? The speaker around me is moving. Hey everybody, welcome in. So yes, we are in the ladies lounge, and basically they're just talking about where they are in the process. They are the final four, and this ladies lounge is quite interesting because usually the first ladies lounge is usually when everybody gets to know each other, and usually throughout the period of time of the ladies lounge, the energy is not really in unison most of the time. I felt like this was in unison for the fact of, hey, listen, we're all grown, we all have had our moments, and it is what it is. So yeah, after that, nephew Tommy then says that this week you need to bring your matches to meet the family, and Bishop T.D. Jakes did say that this is the only time you can ever choose your family members, and that's true. That is very, very true. So basically all that happened. So the first one we're going to talk about is NECA and Justin. Let me get NECA and Justin up here. So NECA and Justin do their day, and they meet NECA's dad. His name is Bill. Bill is a very old school soul. You see him in his hat making it do what it do. Okay, hang on, y'all. Hang on 1 second. Okay. Oh, your device is not connected, Gigi. Your device is not connected. Hang on, y'all. So yeah, we got NECA and Justin right here, and so Bill is a very old school dad. You see his hat, you see his fit, and he's doing what he needs to do. And he basically is like, "How many girlfriends you got?" Because pretty boys don't just have one person. I'm just like, good damn, like you ain't gotta say the quiet part out loud. Not that I can relate or nothing to that, but it is what it is. And I really appreciate Bill for his sternness, because I feel like NECA, she has I feel like with NECA, she has a personality of, she wants what she wants, but she doesn't understand the responsibility of receiving what she wants. And so I feel like Bill is a really good conduit for her of being that voice of reason. What did you think about the date with NECA and Justin meeting Bill, NECA's dad?
Okay, so I didn't hear what you said, but the date with Mika and Justin, I feel like, in a way, I feel like Mika might be, I don't know, I feel like she's almost kind of like pushing a relationship, and I feel like that might be a little bit too much for Justin. Like, that's why he even asked her, like, after the meeting with her dad, he was talking about, they met up and was talking about being clingy, but overall, when it comes to this part and him meeting her dad, I feel like when it comes to a man meeting a father, he's definitely the man you would want to bring home and meet your dad. Like, I feel like Justin has a lot of great qualities to himself, and I feel that he has a lot to offer a woman. So I feel like he's you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a good person. He's a good catch. Now, when it comes to Mika, do I feel like her and Justin are truly connected like that? No, I don't.
Okay.
But I would love to see them be together. But I just feel like Mika, because one thing, like I said, he did mention about him wanting and needing to have space sometimes. And I feel like that might be something Mika doesn't want to be used to. Like, I feel like, she's used to being with you at all times, being around you, being,
right.
Like, she wants that strong connection to where you're almost always together. And that might not, that's, with him being single for 6 years, his it's going
to take a minute.
Right. It's going to take him to get there. But I feel like she's going to try to push that if they were. Like, I do see her being clingy or trying to push and force a relationship.
Right. No, I definitely feel that. Hey,
she even made the comment like, well, I am, but I like him more than I like him.
Right. No, for sure.
So
and
I don't know. I feel like she should take her time and let this relationship grow.
Right. No, I totally agree. And hey, Alicia, welcome in. Hey, everybody, welcome in. I was saying about the Ladies Lounge, in the beginning of the season, the Ladies Lounge is usually jovial, things like that. And the trust of the Ladies Lounge and the Gentlemen's Lounge usually breaks down over time. But I felt like with the Ladies Lounge for the final one, it seemed like a understood unison energy of, okay, this is it. So there can't be any more squabbles at this point. You know what I mean? So I feel like with these last two episodes, it's getting to the point where, okay, the real in reality needs to come out at this point. I appreciate the date. I think that, Justin's a real dude. And listen, there's been times, I think me and Q have talked about this on this panel about, dating somebody with kids, right? And that if you come into somebody's life, if you've never done that before, it is a learning curve, right? So I appreciate Justin recognizing that even though he has been single for so long, doesn't mean that he doesn't want that. And I think to be aware of it is better than being a party boy Wednesday through Sunday. Just saying.
Right.
Hey, Angela, welcome in, beautiful. Good to see you here. But yeah, I thought it was good for what it was. Angela Hull said, I like these two together, but they need more time, in my opinion. Yeah, and that's the thing, too. Like, usually with Ray to Love, I think they may film, like, maybe in 5-7 weeks, maybe. That's usually about the time of a reality show. And you all got to understand that these reality shows sometimes tape 12, 13-hour days. They probably think, like, Ray, they don't really know. Seriously, there's a thing. Actually, let me bring it up. because I always say that I know the game, and I say that, in joking and in jest, but I really do want y'all to see what an unscripted television call sheet is. Just so that way you know. Okay, so here it is here. So I'm giving you guys a little bit of the game, right? So
call sheets are no joke, okay?
No, they're not.
You really first off, when it comes to a call sheet, what people don't understand is what all goes into one shoot. We're not talking about a full day of shooting. We're talking about one. So if you're just shooting Mika and Justin, that call sheet alone, and that's only if they do it separately. But look at that.
So let's pretend that this catch break thing here is Ready to Love, right? Production hotel, production office, team A, team B, hospital and case, and that's sunrise and sunset. Now you got your executive producers, you got your executive assistant, all the producers here. Then here's the schedule: 1 p.m. production meeting. That production meeting is okay. NECA and Justin are going to do this, and that. You guys have this, you guys have that, da. Then you split up into A and B teams. This is the crew. This is A team's day from 1:45 to 5:30. That's a very generous schedule. Okay, that's a very generous schedule. Same thing here, team B, very generous schedule. But they're both working all the way until, as you see, 1:45 a.m. So even though they are doing what they are doing separately, they come back together at 5:30 p.m. and they wrap at 1:45 a.m. And you see production notes there, Chaz, crew, production team, film producing team. So when me and Gigi say that we know the game of media, there's other people that will blow smoke up your ass. Like we don't play over here. I mean, good damn, I did a whole deep dive on Carlos Watson and Ozzy Media, giving y'all the breakdown of a media company and shareholders and this and that. So just wanted to give y'all that, because sometimes I think the reason why people shy away from talking about media or even giving a care about media is because it's so convoluted and complicated.
Just this past week, I had to do. I just had to do 2 call sheets this past week. So there's a lot that goes into it, and not only do you have to think about the call sheet, but you also have to think about the breaks that come in. Some people might not show up on time, so that might mess up things. You have to worry about if the location that you're at. Okay, say you went and scouted that location at 4 p.m., but you're really going to shoot at 7. It's going to be a different time. Like, things are going to happen differently. So what you scouted out at 4, and it might have been quiet, the lights might have been dim, it's going to be different at 7. It's louder because there's more people. The lights are higher. So you got to factor in a whole lot of things when it comes to, the call sheet and actually being on set and actually filming. Like, you're right. There's a whole lot that goes into it. A whole lot.
So, and like I said, I mean, I've been on YouTube for a couple of months now, and no, go ahead. Gigi, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, now, I've been on YouTube for a couple of months, since May of last year. And Gigi, you can tell me if I'm bullshitting or not. Is there anybody else on YouTube that gives this type of breakdown behind the scenes of media like I do?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and I
say for y'all who don't know, Braylon behind the scenes, like Braylon does deep dives. Like y'all just truly don't understand the magnitude of Braylon's brain. Because if y'all truly know how it works, especially when it comes to media, y'all just watch out. Just watch out and wait. That's all I'm gonna say. Watch out and wait.
That part. And I appreciate you saying that there hasn't been anybody else. And I did ask you to say that to praise me, but I say that because, like I said, media can be very complicated, very confusing, and it can be very overwhelming. And I remember Steve Harvey said that his gift is taking complicated information and making it funny. My gift is taking complicated information in media, culture, and anything and everything and making it simple. So when they say they have done 12-hour days, this is what they mean. And like I said, I don't know of anybody else on YouTube that gives a deep dive into media like this, where you actually see an example of a call sheet, where you get to see press releases and you break down press releases and knowing the moves that haven't been made. Like, for example, when we talked about Steve Harvey and that he did deal with Dr. Phil, how many of y'all actually knew that he actually purchased the shares of Access TV and HD Net from Mark Cuban? So Steve Harvey has his own network, but he hasn't done anything with it, but yet he made a deal with Dr. Phil. That story came out in 2019 and nobody really covered it. So when I tell y'all that this is what I do, this is what I do. Y'all understand that, but like Gigi said, just wait on it, because me and Gigi talked about it. I'm like, there was one story that if it would have played out, everybody would have been talking about me. But it didn't happen, but I'm like, that's okay though. That's okay. I'll show up. I'll keep showing up in other ways. Y'all see soon. But anyway, hey, PN2 Ross, welcome in. Beautiful. Glad to have you here.
We'll talk about that one on the next slide, because
yeah,
it's the weekend. I feel like we gonna go live later too.
Oh, for sure.
So let's get back to Ready to Love.
So I think that was
still talking about it. They have, they actually on set for a while.
Yeah. No, for sure. So I think that was all of Mika and Justin, right?
Yeah, because with them it really wasn't too long or really too much. Like I said, I feel like Justin is a great guy. I feel like he's a great person to meet your dad, or your family, because it's just the way about him. You can just tell that he's authentic. He's not forcing anything,
right,
and he's not trying to be someone he's not just to impress you.
Correct.
So I definitely respect him on that. But yeah, let's go ahead and move to Vanessa inviting Chaz to meet her sister.
Yes, hang on, let me get that one up. Sorry, y'all.
So yeah,
I knew it was Vanessa and Chaz, but it's this one right here.
Chaz said,
Lord help him with this.
I'm gonna tell you, Chaz had me cracking up. Okay, I couldn't do nothing but laugh at Chaz.
So with this meeting,
Chaz said that he had to be 11 women.
Yes,
Chaz, honey, there was only 10 women.
Yes, only 10. Now, now this was surprising. Nephew Tommy did not throw out really any curveballs this season, or is that just me?
No, he didn't. I guess the curveballs would have been more so like him not eliminating the guys, or like when he had the women do 2 eliminations back to back. I guess those were the curveballs.
Yeah, because and what we mean by curveballs,
real curveballs.
And what we mean by curveballs, ladies and gentlemen, is usually if somebody is brought in new to the experience, or there's a consequence, or something impactful would happen. But usually when Tommy throws out a curveball, he will bring out a baseball and toss it in the air. He did not bring out not one baseball this season, which I found interesting. I'm like, okay, okay. So Vanessa doesn't like dogs or animals at all. I found that interesting because I'm just like, child, what do
her kids?
Right, and I get that, but it's like, what do you like? Because like I said before, Kool-Aid has more flavor than you do. Like, you don't like animals. You're soft spoken, which is fine. I asked that same question. Don't get me wrong,
what do you like, girl?
But it's just like one thing after another, and and this is the thing with Chaz too. When he said what he said about there's 11 women. Now on this show, everybody kind of knows the game of there's other connections, but you don't bring up the other connections on the date. And I'm just like, good Lord help! Like Now I'm just speculating here. Now this is just a joke, guys. Was there a production assistant that was helping you with your production, Chaz, that we don't know about, allegedly? That that maybe that was the 11th woman. Like, what is going on? Angela Hull said,
did they make the 11? Is there something we don't know?
That part. Angela says, "Oh, Vanessa and Chaz shaking my damn head. At the end of the day, I do not think that he's that into Vanessa. In my opinion, in the beginning, yeah, but after he connected with other women, his interest really went elsewhere." No, it's very true. I mean, even at the getaway, like Vanessa was so upset. Like, you're not checking in on me. It's like, sweetie, in order for me to check in on you, you have to give me something to check in on that's worthy.
I feel like he's kept Vanessa because they're his longest.
True. Hey, Tyler, Timon, G-Man, welcome in.
I feel like Vanessa has only been his longest connection, not his strongest.
Yeah, and there is a distinction with a difference with that. Vanessa's Angela Hull said, in my opinion, Vanessa was pressuring him to make a choice when they got to the house. That's exactly what I'm saying, because in that scene, it's just like, you're not checking in on me, da 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 da. It's just like,
yeah, exactly.
It's just like, here's the thing, right? If you want me to care, show me that you care. Now, I'm not saying that you gotta make me a mimosa or nothing, but if you just so happen to, make some Belgian waffles and bring me a plate, I'm like, hey, you know what? This is disrespectful. I'll be right back. I'll make you a plate and we'll go outside. You gotta give me something to give you something. And that is not based on transaction, but that is based on investment. Okay? Now, God forbid if a thick woman makes me Belgian waffles and gives me a mimosa in the morning. Jesus Christ.
This is my thing.
Go ahead.
If you care, just show it. I shouldn't have to say anything.
That's it.
We've talked about this before, where people were.
Yes, we have.
If you truly feel like you like me, you will make time for things like. People make time for people they like and want to make time for.
That part.
So I feel like with Chaz, like I said, Vanessa's been his longest, but she's definitely not his strongest. He found things that he didn't like in her early on. That's why he was okay with making the other connections with the other women, because he knew that his connection with Vanessa wasn't solid. And he didn't want to give up on, his possibility of finding love. So he has veered off. And the thing about it is he has let Vanessa know and showed her in different ways, like, hey, I'm kind of distancing myself from you.
Right.
But she's not understanding that.
Right.
Because
Absolutely.
She hasn't made any other connection. Chaz is her only one.
Right.
So she's just going to stick with him until the very end, because Vanessa would have been gone too.
Yeah. No, I feel you kind of cut out just a little bit, but I think I did get your point of the fact of, if you aren't doing what you're supposed to do, then why should I care about you? You know what I mean? And I receive that. Like, if you really care, then show me. Don't tell me. You know what I mean? And listen, this is a very unique show where you have the outside world.
Yeah.
No, you're good. You have
Right.
the outside
Like,
world
show me.
to help.
I shouldn't have to tell you every.
Gigi, you there? But I think what Gigi was trying to say was, you if you want me, then show me.
Yeah,
right?
Can you hear me?
I didn't know what happened with you, so okay. Yes, I can. I can now. Yes.
I'm gonna try to.
Okay, no, all good. But yeah, I think that's the thing, and I think so, Angela. But she's coming back. Technology can be Lord Jesus. But I think let me see. Hang on. Okay, gotcha. I think with this though, with this connection, and I said this in my description box, it's one thing it's one thing to know what love means to you. It's another thing of what you require for love. I'm gonna say that one more time. It's one thing for you to know what love means to you. It's another thing for you to know what you require for love. And I think that Vanessa loves, this is just my opinion. It's not Gigi's or Solano's or Q's. This is my opinion. I think that Vanessa loves the power of love, but she doesn't know what she requires for love. That's just me. That's just me. Now I can be completely wrong. God forbid a black man saying what a black woman should be and should not be. God forbid you do that. You're cast into a pit of hell you can never come back from. But within reason, though, sometimes the truth just needs to be said. And also, too, this can also be the same for men. Men can say what love means to them, but if they don't know what they require out of a woman, then guess what? You only gonna get what you attract. That's it. That's all I could put in the story. But yeah, saying that there was 11 women was not a good move, bro. It just was not.
But like I said, we talked about if you really like something, you're gonna make time. No one's gonna have to tell you.
Correct.
No one's gonna have to hold your hand, lead you to it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make that time because it's something that you want and you like. It's how it is with people.
Correct.
Now, when it comes to the point to where you have to make time for me, that's a problem.
Right.
Instead of you just, you know what I'm saying? If you just give me your time, I don't need to know that, I had to stop doing this, and this to come see you. No.
Correct.
I don't need you to make that time. But when you can genuinely say you like me, you'll show. See, he's been trying to veer off from Vanessa for a while. That's his longest, not his strongest connection. So when he found out, because we seen early on, there were some things that Vanessa was doing that we all was like, girl, why are you doing that?
Right.
And I feel like Chaz saw that as well. Chaz has been trying to back off. Chaz has definitely been trying to, you know what I'm saying, see where his other connections are, because he knows that Vanessa is not it. And I've said this before, him and Vanessa, that's not real. That's definitely not real. You can see it. And Vanessa has no other connections. If Chaz was to have been voted off, she'd be gone right now. There would be no Vanessa either, because she has no one else.
Right. And not to mention, too, I think sometimes, and like I said, I appreciate everyday people who are real on TV, not people who who are everyday people and they understand the game. Because here's the thing, right? If I went on Ready to Love and I know the game like this here, going from 1 p.m. to 1:45, y'all would be like, okay, Braylon, we know you know the game. So when you go on Ready to Love, Braylon, be your damn self, please. Okay. Don't try to use the game to your advantage. And here's the thing with me. The reason why I will never do that is because I understand that each platform requires a different energy. And I think sometimes that's what people don't really get about reality TV. The reality TV is a platform. What you give to is what you get out of it. So if I'm going in to the show saying, okay, well, Ready to Love is going to take 12 hours. So for the first part of the morning, it's going to be the Gentleman's Lounge. It's going to be an hour, 30 minutes. I'm going to give enough for this, and then going to give enough for that. And I think about like morning TV. When y'all see Good Morning America, CBS Mornings, The Today Show, if you're a morning show anchor, right, even local stations, and shout out to all the local morning anchors because y'all do the work for real. But if you think about morning anchor, as they're talking to one guest, they're thinking about the next segment. If you do that on this show or on any reality show, your authenticity is lost over time because you're like, oh my God, okay, I just had that interaction. Damn, now I gotta go over here. Now I gotta go over there. Where you just need to recognize your humanity is what's on screen, not you being seen by everybody else. That's the focus, right? So, and like I said, there's no right or wrong way to do reality TV because it's what you believe is real. But don't focus on the next thing. Focus on the main thing. But so
yeah, but something that I know, you can't turn a bad story or bad production good. Like it's really hard. Once it's bad, it's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really hard to come back from it. But when it comes to like how many times have we talked about them showing themselves and then afterwards want to say, oh well, it was the cameras who showed this and it was editing. Okay, but they can only edit what you give them.
That's it. That is it.
What you give them is what they're using. If you are on set, you just saw the call sheet. If you're on set from 1 p.m. to, let's just say, 1:45 a.m., like I said, that's 12 hours, okay? You're on set.
Correct.
12 hours, 45 minutes. You're telling me in that time, they had nothing else to work with or to edit out except for what we saw? That's possible. But evidently, you had to give them enough of that in order for them to use that.
Right.
So, yeah, blaming television or, is old. Like you said, focus on the main thing. Don't focus on everything else around you. Don't focus on the shows that have nothing to do with you. Don't focus on what's coming on the prompter after you get off set because,
correct.
The morning show is over. So now we're going into this next set. Correct. Don't focus on that. That's not your job. Absolutely. Let the floor manager and the producer in the back, let them handle that.
Right. You just bring you. That's
exactly. You bring you. Let us see you. And then you leave and go home and you continue to be you.
Right. That's it. That's absolutely it. Angela Hull said, I got the feeling these short episodes of Vanessa and Chad's expectations in a relationship are very different. It's best if they know up front. It's best if they know up front other than a while after the fact. I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that.
And I can see where Chaz is seeming manipulative because he could have, we talked about that last week. Instead of him leaving out, he could have said something. He could have went to all of his connections and told them what was going on instead of just storming off. So yeah, he definitely. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, because we talked about this, about, what would Q do? What would I do? And here's the thing. It's not about so much the image of the world, because the world's going to judge you regardless. You breathing and existing, someone's going to judge you. Even though they're doing the exact same thing, so they can live, they're going to judge you for breathing and living and breathing and existing, but they can do it. But either way, the reason why I say go around to each one, because not only does that make you look good for the show, but also your humanity is there. I have been raised to treat everybody with respect. I don't give a damn if it's a camera or not. Hey, Nzinga Amani, I'm sorry, babe. I gotta go. It's nothing with you. I just got some emotional things going on, and in this process, Nzinga, I want you to become my something, not my everything. So I just need a moment, and I'll be back. And it's up to that person to receive you or not. Now, after I've done that, then I've done all I can do. Now, if that person doesn't want to receive it, then that's on them. But at least I know in my heart I've done the right thing.
Right. Yeah. And that's what it is. You have to bring yourself. If you are your authentic self, then authentic things will happen. But when you force it, that's when you cause things to be disheveled. You cause stress. You cause problems because now you're forcing something. You're trying to force, a round peg in a square. You know what I'm saying? Like like some things just aren't going to mix. Like you can't, or vice versa. Whatever the case whatever you want to say, you can't force it. Let it be authentic. Let it come naturally. Absolutely. And I feel like as adults, especially being at the age that they are, there should definitely be more conversation, more open honesty. When you are doing stuff like this is almost like speed dating. It's just, you got a little bit more time, but you have to be authentic in order to find an authentic person. If not, you're going to stay where you are. You're going to keep having the same problems.
Right. You're absolutely right. So I think I think that's all with Vanessa. Now this next picture to all the camera people, you deserve every damn cent of your check. Look at that right there. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Shout out to the camera people. Amen. Praise him. Hallelujah. Just I mean, even when I zoom in, it goes right there to it. Like I'm just saying. Like what listen.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Let's talk about Alonzo and Patrice, shall we?
Yeah, so listen, Patrice invites Alonzo to meet her brother Emmanuel. Alonzo. Of course, Alonzo was being his Alonzo self, okay? He was being goofy, funny. He wasn't being serious. Yeah, maybe he could have been more serious, and you know what I'm saying? But that's him. Y'all can't make this man change and be something he's not. What he feels is serious and he takes seriously, it's probably really serious shit. But he's not the type of person that's going to sit there and take all of life just completely serious. You have to have some fun. You have to have a sense of humor in order to deal with day-to-day shit. Like, don't keep on making it like, oh, well, he's just funny. He's just goofy. That's him then. So that means maybe he's not a stressful person. Maybe he's not he doesn't like conflict. He doesn't like drama because he is this type of person that's goofy and full of life and vibrant. Why do y'all want to dim his light? That bothers me. Every time they're like, oh, well, he's not serious and he's not showing his serious side, because maybe what calls for him to be serious is not at the time that it's happening.
Right. And you know what? Honestly, tell you the truth, this is being the family, right? And this is a very rushed process. So you definitely want to make a good first impression, but you also don't want to be so serious where that family member, that family member's voice can determine her voice about you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very dicey thing, right? I know the old soul I have, it would have been an easy conversation for me. Okay. Because even though that's the brother, I'm holding on to the hips, the fingertips. Praise him, hallelujah, amen, just to show my dominance. But in the same token that I would showcase that dominance, I think my dominance would be in the conversation. And I feel like with Alonzo, he is kind of a go with the flow person, as he said. And I think sometimes we want honesty, but we're not necessarily grateful to receive it. Because if I was the brother, what I would have said was like, okay, you know what? I know that your personality is light, and you need another personality that's light, but you need somebody that can black out and focus when it's necessary. And I see that he has enough light in him to be blacked out for you in terms of caring about you. That's the way I would have done it as the brother. Right? Because there's a spectrum to showcasing love to somebody. So that's how I would have done it. And yeah.
Right. And then you got to think about this. Okay, if you yourself are this all-time serious person, like you're serious, I feel like you might want someone who's just as serious, but what you need is someone who can take off some of that load from you.
That's it.
See, a lot of times we look at what we want. Oh, I want him to be more serious. I want this and I want that. Okay, that's fine. You can get all the things that you want, but what you need is different. You need somebody who's going, see, like, and I've said this before, I'm the type of person, and I'm like this with anybody. Listen, I'm a ride or die. If I call you a friend, you are a friend. If you are family, you are family. Okay? And I'm not the type of person that's going to tell you or give you what you want. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely going to give you what you need. Now, I'm not saying I'm not going to give you, materialistic shit. It's material. Okay? Right. But I'm also going to let you know, like, if it becomes excessive or becomes something that I'm seeing is, wait a minute, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. No, I'm gonna give you what you need. If you need that tough love, I'm giving you that tough love. If you need someone who has a sense of humor, I got that. You need a therapist, I got you. I'm going to be what you need in life, because one thing is everybody else around you will give you what you want. Because some people, they don't know how to give what's needed because they don't even know what they need.
Right.
So in this sense, with her, she could be so serious. She could be, you know what I'm saying? Everything is serious, but what you need is someone that could take that load off. You might need a man who has a sense of humor to where, hey, baby, calm down. It's okay. It's not necessary for you to get hype. You don't have to stress out about this. Let me care. Whether it's telling a joke, doing a goofy dance, making you smile because I see that the frown is on your face and it's causing wrinkles. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do what's needed. I don't have to ask you because I can see.
And not to mention too, we need to also recognize what Patrice does. She owns her own transportation company. And so she's on the phones all day. She's probably got a team staying out, you know, who picks up who and stuff, making sure gas is okay, making sure maintenance is okay, making sure the bills come through, if there's any social media. So she's already got a lot to do. So I would imagine that having somebody matching her serious energy with her seriousness, she doesn't need that, because you do need that place to fall. Basically, and to what Gigi said about, you know, wrinkles, the only wrinkles that are supposed to be is those butterfly wings in the back when you arch over. That's the only wrinkles that's supposed to show up. Okay?
You know what?
And you hold on, fly through the sky. Listen, what did I say wrong? You know what? Do I? You know what? Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in. You see, ladies and gentlemen, this is your thick play-by-play. Do you see this hoodie right here with these sweatpants?
Okay.
Do you see the arch?
I see.
You see the thigh and the peach right there, like all the curvature right there. You see how you can see the curvature right behind that chair there, and it's poking out right there. You can see the distinction in that. Yeah, that's the only thing that's
the butterfly wings.
Listen, that's the only thing that's supposed to be wrinkled. Y'all gonna get off of me, okay? Listen.
Okay, we're moving on. You gonna get off Patrice, okay? Listen, Azinga,
what did I do wrong? They captured it on camera. What am I supposed to do? Hell,
you are silly. So something else that I found that was crazy in this was the fact,
No, go ahead.
Sorry. Was the fact that so her brother called out Alonzo for being goofy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's just who he is. So a question came up and it actually broke my heart. We're not gonna go back and forth. First off, she also invited Chaz to meet her brother and mom, so it was going back and forth. But I'm gonna stick with the Alonzo part for now, and then we'll move to Chaz.
Yes.
So her brother asked Alonzo about his father.
Yes.
And Alonzo said something that was so heartbreaking. Very heartbreaking. He said he didn't grow up with his dad, but he had a stepdad. And one day he called his stepdad Dad. And he told him, "Don't call me that."
Right.
I felt that when I heard that broke my heart. And you could tell that it kind of got him choked up. And I feel like that might be that wall and why he is so goofy. Like, you have to read between the lines, because this man has trauma and he has some hurt from childhood. And all he knows how to do is kind of hide it and mask it behind humor.
Absolutely.
Like, that's just his, I feel like it's a defense mechanism.
Right. And I think that actually showed a lot of strength, honestly. And maybe that's why he does have the personality that he has, because he doesn't. And I can relate to this, not the part about not calling my dad, but I can relate to the part of not wanting to be a burden on people. So my personality is usually upbeat. Just like I did that thick breakdown of Patrice, to bring some light, to bring some humor, to bring some, no, you know what I mean, to bring some solace. You know, that's just who I am as a person. I love to have fun. And what I've come to realize is you don't want to be a curse in someone's life. You want to be a blessing. So I think his personality is, listen, I'm just saying this as a general statement. I don't believe Alonzo feels that he's a curse, but follow me here. I feel that he was like, damn, I'm not being appreciated as a blessing. Well, I'm going to be my own best friend. I'm going to be my own blessing. I'm going to be my own joy. And so whoever I'm around, I'm going to make sure that they feel that I'm their joy as well. And I think that even though it can be a defense mechanism, I think that also should be very respected.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely should be respected. Like he poured out, you know what I'm saying? He actually, for you to say that he's goofy and for him to say something so deep like that was very serious.
Yeah.
Like, and for him, like, come on. Like, there's sides of him, but I feel, like I said, that's a defense mechanism. The way he is, that's definitely him. I feel like it's to kind of block off some of that hurt and pain, and he doesn't want to take things too serious because maybe he has a fear of disappointment.
Absolutely.
Like, it's very possible that, because of course that has affected him, because you could hear it in his voice. His voice started to tremble and almost trail off. Like, that's something that has hurt him, and he has been stuck with for a long time.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, like I feel like there definitely should be more respect for him, and now they should actually say, you know what, I can see the seriousness in him. I can see that he actually has a deeper side to him, because that's deep. Hell, that's deeper than anybody else has been, I feel.
And honestly, too, I think that, you know, we have to look at strength in terms of a spectrum. And I think that really should be understated, that the strength you need me to be emotionally strong is different than my strength of my business sense. And if we can recognize those different levels of strength within the spectrum of strength, I think that more people would not be as tense of, why aren't you showing me this? Why aren't you showing me that? You have to allow people to showcase all of them, not just part of them, but also up to you not to just see part of them either. It's a very tricky thing. Very tricky thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and move on to Patrice also having Chaz meet her brother, but she also had him meet her mom as well.
Exactly. I tried to get all of them in a shot, but it didn't do a 4-shot. But here is the mom here.
Yeah. So that's her mom and her brother, and she invited Chaz. Now, Chaz is one of her newer connections. She's still been stuck with, been feeling Alonzo this whole time, but now she's added herself to Chaz right before the trip. And then I guess they got even closer, once on the trip, and, was making sure he was okay, all of that stuff. So Chaz is like, her mom and brother was asking, like, how he became successful and what does he feel of, basically his take on relationships and stuff. And Chaz is like, hey, like, honestly, he wants to be the power couple. He is ready for, marriage, and he's ready to, be there for his spouse, and he treats her like a queen. Like, he gave his whole rundown. What do you think when it comes to Chaz and Patrice? A real connection, or?
You know what? I see more stability in this than him and Vanessa.
Yes,
because he was able to say things that were concretely detailed, right? And on this show, you don't talk about your other connections, but in this case, this actually showcased Patrice's positives. of I do have another connection named Vanessa. And when it was getting overwhelming for me, Patrice actually really came through and supported me with no judgment. And Vanessa did not. And I think what that showed was he does have the emotional capacity for things, but he also wants to be cared for. And normally that would not be the move on this show, talk about another connection, because you're focusing on who you're with. It's almost like being on The Bachelor and you meet the family. It's like, well, so how are the other connections? You let them bring that up. You don't bring it up. Because like we said before, being a morning TV anchor, you don't focus on the next segment. You focus on the segment in front of you to give that energy that it's needed. And so I feel like that was a very respectful move. Now, of course, at the reunion, if this gets brought up, then he will have to navigate that. But I think also too, if I was the reunion host and this came up and Vanessa said, well, I feel some type of way about it. Wait, you, Vanessa, that has no flavor in you and Kool-Aid has more flavor than you feel a way about him saying that you had no emotional intelligence to make sure he was okay. Is this what I'm hearing?
Right.
You did not have to say that Kool-Aid has more flavor than her. Well, what did I say wrong? Y'all saw her in the damn season. I'm just a reunion host. What the hell am I supposed to do?
Right.
Once again, Will Packer and nephew, Braylon, can you please not say everything that comes to your mouth? Once again, you're asking me, and you do prank phone calls on nationally syndicated radio show, and you almost have people cuss your ass out. You almost get people to get in their car to come whoop your ass in person. You can shut up talking to me. Okay, fair point. Fair point.
You're right. You're right.
Point.
Okay, I understand. Good point. Good point. Yeah. Braylon, you couldn't. We'd have to put that. You know what? I think you need to go to the trailer. Just need you to take some time out, okay?
I need a half a slab of ribs. I need some good cornbread, and I need Patrice's peaches. I'm sorry. I meant peach cake. I am so sorry. That slipped out of my mouth. I am so sorry. You know what?
See,
let me go to the trailer.
That's when the PA is gonna walk your ass out. No, look. Forget security. Like the PA gotta walk you out. No.
Now, this is what I'm gonna say to the production assistant. I don't need no production assistant to help me in this production of me eating Patricia's peaches. I don't need that type of assistant.
All right, and then that's when
because that's what, for those of you who don't know what production assistant is, and we laugh and joke and have a good time as we often do over here on this panel. A production assistant is pretty much the gopher. They get coffee, they get water, they get food, they get script change. Well, not script changes, but they get the rundown. If there's any updates, like right here, when you guys see walkie-talkie channels, 1 for production, 2 for open, 3 for producers, 4 for open camera audio. So that's what I mean by a production assistant. So for those of you who are thinking that production assistant helps in the production of that, they do not. Okay, that's what we call wordplay. Hell,
they don't. No, they help.
They do not do this
by getting everything that's needed so nobody have to leave sick.
Correct.
Listen.
Correct.
And PAs, listen, they're great because those coffees won't get themselves.
No, they will not.
There's no problems. I'm not that
Look. Neither will the cream come out by itself.
You know what?
Nor the strength for the coffee. Listen.
Need some help.
You know what? I can't. See, I mind my own business all the damn time, and y'all do this ish to me. I mind my own business. I don't say none on YouTube, not a damn thing.
No, right? It's everybody else. We see it
exactly.
Yeah, we see.
I am not combative at all.
No, but you probably drank some combative coffee.
No. I go to Dunkin' Donuts. I have standards and requirements to my coffee. Thank you.
You know, you like your steak medium rare. You don't eat Popeyes.
No. You know what? Since you said it, hang on one second. Because see
No,
the thing
Maurice,
about
no,
this.
no.
See the thing about no. Oh no, it's not that. Watch this, y'all.
For years, people have been singing all about my chicken. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Nobody has a love affair with chicken like you do with my slow marinated hand-breaded Popeyes bona fide chicken. And right now, it's Love That Chicken Month at Popeyes with 2 big pieces and a biscuit for just $2.99. So what are you waiting for? Come get some of my world-famous chicken and raise your mighty voices. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
I love our damn show. I love our damn show so damn much. Oh my Lord. Oh my God. I can't. Gigi, you still there? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Okay, y'all. Gigi's gonna come back. As she is coming back, here's another Popeyes.
New Orleans don't make a lick of sense to most people. A big city built below sea level that throws logic out the window and beads to strangers. And our chicken is no different. A fast food restaurant selling fried chicken that takes 12 hours to marinate? That makes no sense. But it does make delicious. The best recipe for big flavor ain't about logic. Because you know magic when you see it or when you taste it. We don't make sense. We make chicken.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
New Orleans.
Lord help. For those of you who don't know, there was a brother named Maurice, and he would talk like this. Hello, everybody. My name is Maurice, and I am with Charisse. Yes, I am. And so he would be eating so much on Ready to Love, Make a Move that I came up with this voice for Maurice, and he would jump on the panel. And so I said, listen, I like me some Popeye's chicken. And so it was to the point where Maurice actually came over. I think it was on Gigi Nan's channel or Talk with Salon's channel. But either way, he came over to the channel and said, I do not eat Popeye's chicken. And so that's why we played those Popeye's commercials. So, oh my God. Okay. So back on Chaz for a minute. I really did like the chemistry of Chaz and Patrice. I do see that there is a bit of grownness in this connection. And when it came to Patrice talking to her brother and her mom, she said that she really loved Chaz having a plan, right? And when she said that, I'm like, I understand, because Patrice, she looks 30, but she's 40, right? And so, the growner you are, the more stable you want to be, right? So I understood Patrice from that point of view, but then she kept going back to Alonzo. And if we can really talk for a minute, y'all, I truly feel that if Patrice chooses Chaz, she will always wonder what could have been with Alonzo. I really believe that. Like, out of all the connections on the show, I truly believe that Patrice and Alonzo deserve to be together. Like, they and honestly, tell you the truth, damn it, 90 Day Fiance, that show on TLC, Ready to Love should take that 90 Day Fiance format and just diversify what the Ready to Love franchise should be. Because honestly, I could see a spinoff of Alonzo and Patrice. By the way, did you like our Popeyes break?
Listen.
You didn't expect Annie to show up with a whole choir, did you?
Listen, she had the wow. She had the whole Louisiana fish fry chicken choir.
Listen.
Okay, said, "Lie that chicken from
From
Popeyes."
Popeyes. Listen, I was telling them the backstory of how Popeyes and Ready to Love have become synonymous because Maurice. Hello, everybody. My name is Maurice.
Oh gosh.
Maurice would. How should we put this? He was a man of few words, and so he would eat.
A man of few words and open toe Louis.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Angela. Much love to you for that. But no, he would eat, and that's all he would do. And so the thing about our panel that's different than most panels is we know each other very well. And we're pretty much game for anything as long as it makes sense. So there was one day that me and Gigi talked. I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to do this live on air. And the first time it was like, okay. But then Solana would be like, come on, guys. Just know when Solana says, come on, guys, she is mentally done with us. But as we have done this for 3 seasons now, she tries not to laugh with the bullshit because
sometimes we just can't hold it in. Like it just happens.
We can't because we say the quiet part out loud. Like even when you say, "Babe, you caught a fish," she's like, "God, come on, guys, really."
And what you guys have to understand is, like you said, we've been doing this for 3 seasons now. Yes. But in doing this for 3 seasons, we've actually had people from the cast come on our panel. We've done interviews, one-on-one interviews with them. They have been in our comments. So it's not like they don't watch us. They know they watch us. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, so sometimes we get comments. And like you was talking about Maurice. Listen, Maurice, definitely man of few words. And all he liked to do was eat. There was no conversation, but there was eating. And he decided to leave a comment because we commented on just that. And he decided to leave a comment and let us know how he likes his steak and that he does not like Popeye's chicken.
He does not like Popeye's chicken.
He does not like Popeye's chicken, and he likes his steak medium rare.
Absolutely. So when Gigi did that comment or said that comment, like I said, the thing about this channel that's so different is I'm game for anything as long as it makes sense. And like I said, with my legendary 901 videos, I would not tell Gigi any of my thumbnails at all. I wouldn't tell T-Talk with your girl in my thumbnail because you had to see it. There was one where, actually, hang on. We're going to take just a little bit of a tiny detour, but I'm doing this so I can show y'all the method to the madness, okay? I think, well, there's a couple. We'll show 3 and then we'll roll on. Let me go to my videos here. Let me tell y'all something. Oh Lord, where is it?
Listen, the Home Depot one has always killed me.
Listen, that's the one I'm going. Go ahead.
And the one with Marceau and the when he went to Colombia, what was it? The chocolate in Colombia.
Oh, hang on. I know exactly which one you're talking about. Hang on, I'll bring that one up too.
When I say killed me, I was dead for days. I don't know how I came back, but I was dead for days.
And the thing about my thumbnails, y'all, is I always try to give you something to chew on. Sometimes it might be an inside joke. Sometimes it might be something from the episode, but it's always something that's going to make you think like, did he really just do this? Did he really just do this? And honestly, I do wish that content creators could have been a part of the reunion with content creator questions and stuff, or like showcasing some of the best thumbnails. Because guess what? I would have had some thumbnails on that damn reunion. Believe me, you. Okay? Believe me, you. Hang on, let me see here. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all a couple of them here. So here's this one. Now, look, I was eating my watermelon in peace, love, and 7th Avenue with joy. But y'all, look at me. Look at me. I am not here to be in pieces. You know how I thought of that, y'all? Look at now. We're going to have fun. Chris, yeah, that's my wife, and I agree. We're going to have fun. Look at Melody's face. Y'all look at me. Y'all look at me. I'm not playing with y'all today. And she eating watermelon. That's how my mind works. This one right here. So Tisha went to Vegas, gambled and gained weight. Marcel went to Colombia and put his chocolate in a curvaceous bottle, but everything's okay? Okay, then. Oh, this was one of my favorites.
That's the one.
Listen, let me tell you something. And the reason why I did this is because Tisha and Stormy were having I like this. And so I'm like, oh, y'all like this? Okay, let me say the quiet power out loud, what y'all not talking about that y'all may not like. So, and I thought of the little laughing emojis on the sides because
that's the time when Tisha
I had to take a pregnancy test.
That's it. That is it. Here's this one here. Listen, I am ready to be pressed down. I'm not just talking about my passport. Hashtag little buddy couldn't make it past clearance. Listen.
You know what? I'm about to cut this live short. You know what? I didn't even see that one.
Oh, you
see?
Listen.
Oh yeah, I remember this one. Hold on.
Because listen, when Lil Buddy came up, I'm like, okay.
I do remember this one. Yes, I do. I do remember this one.
Listen, and here's the methodology behind it, right? So when her and her friend Brittany were talking, right, and Melody Cherie said that I am international vagina. When she said that created this. Listen, I'm ready to be pressed down. I'm not just talking about my passport. Little buddy couldn't make it past clearance. Now you're probably wondering, why did I not put international vagina in the thumbnail? Because for one, you already watched the episode. So if you watch the episode, that joke that Melody made would have connected to this, the methodology behind it. Now, this next one. Kiki is trying to do more saving and more doing and not at the Home Depot before her life. Now, this one you got to think about for a little bit. Because, ladies and gentlemen.
What's the slogan for Home Depot? And what did they say that she was doing at the Home Depot?
This is a whole TV commercial. Watch this.
This season, let's do all kinds of color. Kinds of places. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot.
See what I mean?
You can grab a trailer and get 25% off.
See what I mean? So when I tell y'all that my methodology is I want to give you something that you're going to be pissed off about, like, you know what, this dumb motherfucker, I can't stand him. Because if you give me credit, I'm going to let you know and take a victory lap. But if you don't give me credit, then I'm still going to wail in on your ass. Because you know what, I can't give him credit. Because
listen, we're going to get back on tour. We going back on tour, okay?
So let's go back on tour. No, I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Yeah,
but I wanted to show y'all that for the methodology. So yeah, so we are on
we're gonna
I said Patrice
on Maya and LaRon.
Yeah, Maya and Maya and LaRon. Oh Lord. This was quite interesting. With Maya and LaRon. Let me get back on it. I hope I enjoyed that little tour though. Or detour. But anyway, Maya and LaRon. So, sometimes God will give you a pebble, then a brick, then a boulder, right? And so, to me, what this really showed was maybe this isn't really the vibe, right? And so to just use a thumbnail to sum up what this meant to me was this one. Just because you bring things to the table don't mean it will be fixed at the table, because that's what happened on this date. That's what happened with this meetup. So Maya's mom was supposed to come through, right? And so she called and said she could come through. And so, LaRon said, well, man, we had the situation at the club, her mama not coming through. Damn, I really am connecting the dots. So,
yeah. Right.
No, go ahead. What was your take on?
Where's Maya and LaRon? That's not.
No, I just brought this up.
Okay, yeah, that's not.
No, I just brought this up because it summed
up.
Oh,
yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So here it is here. Do you want to talk about the situation that happened at the club? Because that was a little
It seemed like, I feel like that right there was telling, and that should have been, I feel like that right there really let her know what kind of person he is. And I've said it I've been saying it. LaRon is too pushy. He's definitely, like, the way that he was all up on Maya's face when they was at the retreat, or I don't know, it just, he wants more than what she wants, and you can tell. You can tell that she's not really into LaRon the way that he is into her. And I feel like he's forcing and pushing himself on her. So when it comes to the, they meet up outside of the show, and he starts going off because, like she said, somebody that she knows came up and spoke to her. It doesn't matter if you gave her a hug, a handshake, said hi, had a conversation. It doesn't matter because, one, LaRon, you're not her man. Y'all are not dating. And for you to show your colors and start calling her bitches and fuck this and da-da-da-da, that shows who you are. That really, really shows who you are. And, like, it just, it just shows how disrespectful he is. And it shows that he doesn't know how to handle himself. And once he does that, that's just how he's going to be. Don't. That's just like an abuser saying, "Oh, baby, I didn't mean to do it. I won't do it again." Yes, he will.
No, absolutely. And you're absolutely correct on that, because it's just like, to me at this point with LaRon, in the words of DJ Khaled, let me see. Hang on, y'all. Hang on. Give me one moment. Hang on. Go ahead, Gigi. Go ahead as I find this.
Yeah, no, I'm just, him being so possessive over her, and that's not even his woman, that just shows what type of person he is. I'm sorry. There's no security in being with him. I would not feel comfortable at all feeling like he's going to be respectful, or he's going to change, or he's not going to say this stuff again. Like, I feel like that's just him, that you saw a glimpse of him that you're not used to. I mean, or that he hasn't shown before, but that's his true color.
Right. And, to me, it's just like, if you can't handle me in this process, how are you going to handle me in our life together? And the words of DJ Khaled,
congratulations, you played yourself.
I'm sorry. Like, listen, like, I had to do it. Like, what do y'all want me to do? Because
congratulations. You played yourself.
Because here's the thing about LaRon, right? This dude went around trying to get William out, got William out, but what he didn't expect was that he would have done what DJ Khaled said. He played himself, because LaRon was trying to say these text messages, this, that, and the third, and all that stuff. And guess what? During the reunion, if William was to well in on that point of how LaRon is a piece of shit, he's got every right to do it. Every damn right to do it.
Think about this, though. See how hype he has gotten for the last few weeks when it came to Alexis, Will, and William. He got hype talking about, oh, I know that this is because I got the text messages and da-da-da. Okay, if you have text messages and screenshots, you are just as much of a piece of shit as you trying to make them out to be, if that's the case. Like, you were just as much in it as they are. And that was your way of trying to weed them out so you could get close to Maya, because Koshia left. Because if Koshia was there, you'd still be in her face. But she's gone, so now you up in Maya's face. But what you didn't realize is that, oh, baby, just because you got rid of what you thought was competition, honey, that didn't make it easier for you. Because now you're showing your true colors. You're possessive. You get angry quick. You don't know how to handle your liquor. And that's not something that I feel like Maya wants. And we see how things are in the next episode. So no, honey, like you said, congratulations. You played yourself.
One more time for the one more time.
Congratulations.
And I found it cringe that he was like laughing and acting like that shit was okay.
Right.
And she was and you played yourself.
And Maya was really serious about like, do you feel like you're being a little bit possessive? Like, do you
Right.
think, do you curse at all? And he was basically saying,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
for me to think that I'm going to care about what you have to say, and it's not the move. And we haven't got to the preview yet, but child, there's a lot of telling things from the preview for next week.
A lot of telling things. A lot. Because how is it that she decided to meet up with you and you show your ass just because she's talking to somebody else? You talking about she's hugged up with another dude. Listen, just because, and I feel like she gave another dude a hug, somebody that she knows. Like she said, I know this person. She gave him a hug. Oh, and that made you fly off the handle. Now she's all these different kinds of bitches and fuck this, fuck that, da 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 da. Okay. That's cool. You getting mad like that and you're not even my man just shows me how you would be, and that's not something that I want to be around.
Exactly right. So
No,
that's pretty
like,
much
yeah.
so that's pretty much it on them. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I kind of wish the mama did show up. Because guess what? If that was the situation, honestly, basically what really would have happened, hang on, y'all. See, this is the thing about me. I love to have, hang on. One moment.
That's just like, honestly, even when her mom didn't show up, I wish she would have called Tommy and Tommy would have found out about what he then did then.
Exactly right. Because honestly, nephew Tommy or the mom would have said, "You're trash, kid." Listen. It would have been some more expletives behind that, but it would have been, "You're trash, kid." It just would have been that. Like, and honestly, somebody should have showed up to check him. You know what I mean? Or you know what? Honestly, sometimes you know how we've been talking about this co-host thing, and y'all, we talk offline about this show, like real talk, like no shit. I've been saying that sometimes having a co-host, a purposeful co-host, may not be a bad thing. Because guess what, Gigi, if I was the co-host on that show, could you let the people know what happened in that scene, please, and thank you?
Say what now?
If I was the co-host on Ready to Love and that whole thing happened with, if I was the co-host on Ready to Love and that situation happened with LaRon, could you please explain to the good people what would have happened if I was co-host and I was there on the set?
Well, besides you cussing his motherfucking ass out, because how dare you call this queen a bitch when she took out time in her day to come see your motherfucking ass and go out with you? She don't even like your ugly ass. Matter of fact, leave. You know what, leave. No, this is the curveball. Tommy, I don't care if you the host, but I'm telling you, curveball, he's gone.
Yeah, that's exactly what would have happened.
You would have kicked his ass out, and it would have right there on spot. You would have dealt with Will Packer, and Tommy. You would have dealt with their asses later.
Yep. Oh, and don't forget the network executives, because, oh, buddy, I would definitely be in that office for sure. And by the way, y'all want to see the whole cuss out on y'all would see that on the uncensored version, the uncut version on Discovery Plus. Wait a minute, I don't remember this in the episode. That's because they cut it out.
I don't remember this. Yeah. It was there though. It happened.
Listen. So there was a couple of check-in dates. Do you want to go over the check-in dates? I feel like the only one that really kind of progressed was Patrice and Alonzo.
Yeah, I feel like that too, because I was just gonna say Mika and Justin really didn't talk about much. You could just tell that honestly, I feel like Mika's getting to the point to where she likes Justin and now she's ready to just fuck. So honestly, that's just how I feel. She's ready to give him the business. Vanessa meeting back up with Chaz, though, I will say that when she said that, yeah, let's talk about that one real quick. Okay. We can talk about that briefly.
All right. Okay, let me get that.
So Vanessa meets up with Chaz to talk about their connection, and Vanessa, was letting him know about how her sister feels that she says that Chaz is smart and intelligent, but he's manipulative. And that definitely struck Chaz the wrong way. He
Yes,
didn't
it
like
did.
that too much.
It hit a nerve for him for sure.
It definitely, because he had to circle back on that and was like, hey, since when did intelligence equal manipulation? I don't get it. Like, I don't feel like that's right. Whatever. And then she starts talking about how she feels like she gives more to Chaz than what he gives to her. But he disagreed. And I'm like, Chaz, you do. Like, you don't be giving her no time like that. Like, she tries to, make time for him because she really wants to be with him because that's her only connection. But because he has so many different connections, he's not really like, on her like that.
Right.
So for him to act like he was surprised that, she feels like she's giving more to him than he's giving to her, that I was like, okay, Chaz, that might be a little manipulative because, boy, you're not. And then he asked to hold her hand under the table.
Yes.
What do you think?
I mean, honestly, it's just it's a little much, man. Like, if the connection's not there, the connection is not there. You know what I mean? And to be real with you guys, when it comes to production and stuff like that, so to give you guys a little bit of a bigger scale, like the Bachelor Bachelorette on ABC when Chris Harrison was there, Chris Harrison would be in Video Village. Video Village, for those of you who don't know, I know Gigi exactly knows what Video Village is. Video Village is pretty much like a digital division or a digital compartment or space where you got the associate producers and directors and all that stuff, and they're watching back on the feedback monitors.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Harrison would be there to watch the tape just in case it happened. And I do feel like sometimes maybe a creative consultant can help, and not so much creative in terms of creating the dates up, but let's just say if Gigi was a creative consultant or I was a creative consultant or producer, me or Gigi or Solana or Q or any one of y'all could go like, hey, can we cut this date for a minute? Hey, Chaz, come here. Let me ask you something, bro. Are you really feeling her or no? I am feeling her. No, are you really feeling her because you want this scene to finish, or are you really feeling her because you actually feeling her? Well, I mean, I've been thinking about Patrice more. Okay, well, if you've been thinking about Patrice more, then why are you faking a connection? Go back and finish what you believe.
Right.
Now, for some of you may think, well, Braylon, did you just do reverse psychology to tell him what he really should be doing and you said to him, go finish? That is manipulation to you because that's how it sounded. What I did was I gave him two different points of view and then I put the ball back in his court.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I did. Now, it sounds like reverse psychology at first, but like, when have you ever held hands with somebody under a table like that?
Under the table. Like, you don't want to see her hands on top of the table, but yet.
Right.
No. That explained a lot, honestly. That's like, okay, you are definitely not ready to be.
I mean, honestly, y'all could just.
With me or be, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, I understand. I feel.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, I feel like that was just, okay, even though I feel like that was manipulation in a way. Like, he knows that if he touches her and looks her in her eyes, then that's going to give her some reassurance instead of him actually putting forth real action towards either letting her know, like, hey, I do want to be with you, or I'm going to move in a different direction.
Right.
Like, just let it be known. Like, at this point, nobody else is getting eliminated. So be as honest as you want to be now. But stop stringing her along, because Vanessa, I mean, any woman deserves better. Like, she deserves to be able to be happy and find somebody that's truly going to be with her. And you know what I'm saying? Not be so locked in on this process when she doesn't have a connection like that. But there wasn't really too much to that. So we can move on to Patrice whenever you're ready.
No, I mean, I absolutely agree. I mean, the best thing that could have been done is that you go to this black-owned engagement ring company called Valencia, and then just get a woman's band for advertisement purposes, and then y'all could just play patty cake. And Lisa black-owned business could have got some promotion because that was dry as hell. I'm just saying.
And dry as hell. Wait, what's my favorite thing? That was mayonnaise on chicken, just bland. Just so bland.
Mayonnaise on chicken. Well, Gigi, it's good to hear you, but I don't eat Hellman's. Now, Hellman's is 100% real, but I do like Miracle Whip because let me tell you something. When Sharice whips her hips, it is a miracle down my throat. Or in the words of Bishop T.D. Jakes, I get swallowed up. Isn't that what he say, Gigi? Swallowed up. Yes, I have been through a time of. Yes, I have been through a time of swallowing. I go through it 3 to 4 times a week with Sharice.
So that means that you have went to Miami to see her now? Or are you guys finally back and forth?
Yes. Yeah. Back and forth and rocking the boat and working the metal, in the words of Aaliyah. See, I know Aaliyah now. You see, Gigi, I'm not so far removed from the culture. You see?
I see. Well, you know what? You go ahead and you slip in them Louis Vuitton slip-ons, and then you and Sharice go ahead and have you guys.
Now we don't get fake ones from Janelle. We don't do that. We have class over here. We have class.
Well, you keep it classy with food.
And her fish does taste delicious. I know Janelle never caught any fish, but this fish over here is fried deep and it's good over here. Not good, but good. Okay. Love you all. Good to see you, Gigi Braylon. You're amazing. Bye, everyone.
All right, Maurice. We're going to catch you next time.
Thank you, Maurice, so much. You always find a way on every damn show somehow.
On the damn show.
Jesus. All right, y'all.
You need to have his ass as a new analyst. Shit.
Alonzo and Patrice. I can't stand Joe behind. Alonzo and Patrice, damn it. I feel like this is the check-in day that really developed the most with them. Because this was some line dancing. And here's the thing, too. Now I know what y'all are thinking that I'm going to do, but I'm not about to give y'all that play-by-play. I want you to see something. Do you not see this smile and how it's from ear to ear? And all he is doing is saying hello.
Right.
That is all he's doing.
Listen,
how you doing?
There is a strong connection between Patrice and Alonzo. And she already said she likes her men younger. I feel like she just likes Chaz because, the way that he looks. But he is not, I don't feel like, when it comes to seriousness, and this is going to sound so crazy, I don't feel like he's more serious than Alonzo.
Right.
And the reason why I say that is because he has so many different connections, but yet he does not know how to seriously take those connections or be a man about actually going about them, I feel.
Correct.
Like, instead of him conversating with these women and actually saying where he stands with them and, actually trying to come up with a resolution, he's steady stringing them along like a child does. Like, he's still on his teenage shit. And when it comes to Alonzo, I feel like Alonzo is very precise. He knows what he wants. And he's persistent. And listen, he's going to stay focused on where he wants to be, and that's what he's been doing. That's the serious side of him.
Right. And honestly,
so yeah, I definitely do like this date. I like the fact that they were line dancing. And,
yes. And honestly, tell you the truth, and
holding each other, getting close. Because I'm telling you, dancing is an intimate thing.
Yes, it is, and because you said that, here's all of this right here. This listen, no woman is going to smile that hard if you're not going to be that intimate with all of that. I'm sorry, what? Just be real with y'all. But no, I said this.
Definitely being very.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead for real.
No, I said she was very happy. She's just very happy.
Oh no, absolutely. And here's the thing too. And Gigi, I said this, I think when your connection cut out, I said, listen, I think if Patrice chooses Chaz, because Patrice has that soul of care, consideration and concern, she will always wonder what would have happened with her and Alonzo if she does not choose Alonzo. And I really believe that.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yeah.
And it would be like a Quentin and Janelle thing where Red was still talking. This would be a true regret thing of like, damn, I still love Alonzo. Because who's to say at the reunion, if they get together and be like, you know what, I'm just going to be honest, I still love Alonzo at the reunion. And it's just like, well, hey.
Right. I realize how much I really miss Alonzo, so that's where I should be.
Right.
And you know what? Alonzo even addressed how he felt about her going and checking on Chaz. And you know what I'm saying? She let it be known, like, hey, you didn't need me at that time. He did. You know what I'm saying? And that's some real shit. Like, and that's what I be talking about. It's the need. You wanted me next to you, but there was somebody that was in need. Whether we have a connection or not, there's still somebody that's in need. And being the person that she is, it's just her nature to make sure that everyone's okay.
Correct. And you know what I really loved about that conversation? He said what he was uneasy about, but did not drag her for it.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And that's not easy thing to do. And I get why he felt the way that he felt, right? Because this is a getaway for us to know each other more, right? But if you guys remember during the getaway when Chaz left, he got time with Patrice.
Yeah.
So it worked out. And I know he didn't bring that up, but I am proud of him for recognizing, like, hey, listen, I really do love you. Well, not love you, but I really do like you. And that was our getaway. And I think that shows a bit of seriousness within him of like, I am claiming this energy. I want this. I'm embracing this. And I want you to know that I'm here. You know what I mean? So I thought that was very, very deep. And Patrice said that Alonzo showed that he's grown to be a boyfriend.
But she's not sure if he's ready to be a husband.
Exactly. And my thing is this. Sure, Chaz can be a husband, but do you smile this hard when you're around him though? I'm just asking. And this was just based on a hello to this gentleman.
Right.
That's it. It wasn't no event. It wasn't no me and the family members. It wasn't no vacation. It was in Fort Worth, Texas, line dancing, saying hello. And you smiling that hard.
Right.
Girls,
that's all it took was a hello. That's all it took was a hello. He had her at hello.
That's it.
But yeah, that's so true. Like, listen, she's smiling ear to ear. She's happy. The whole time they were dancing, she was just smiling and they were just talking and laughing and having a good time. And that's something that she wants. Like, I feel like she's, even though she might want seriousness, but she's still like, no, I need to have fun. I need to be able to laugh and smile. And I think she knows that she's not going to get all of that with Chaz. She's not going to get that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But yeah, I agree with you. I feel like them too.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you were just saying that you were agreeing with me about.
No, I was just agreeing with you when you said that this meetup. No, I was just saying I agree with you when you said that this meetup with them seems like it had more progression. Like it definitely, pushed them further along. So I agree with you with that.
And not to mention the bull ride too. And I love how Alonzo just said, "Hey, can you help me up?" And when he got that hug, he said, "That's all I needed." Like he is showing his seriousness, but you have to be open to seeing it.
Right. Like he's a lover, you know what I'm saying? Like you could just tell he's like the goofy loving type. Like he likes to rub feet. He wants to, you know what I'm saying? Like he will help you take down your braids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Alonzo's that kind of guy.
Well, I mean, he'll pull down the braids after he used them as reins, but that's neither here nor there. But listen.
You know what? Moving forward to the line.
Ride it, jump on it. You know you want to ride. Let me be good to you. Hey, let's get to this damn lounge. My damn ass. Anyway, just We're at the lounge.
So listen,
now.
it
Go
was a
ahead, Gigi,
good
take it off.
lounge. Listen, it was a good lounge. You know, they didn't even talk about really their likes and dislikes. They just basically was talking about who they like and what was going on. Now, this was a time where I was like, Maya, girl, why are you talking in riddles and circles? Because she wanted to explain basically what happened with her and LeBron, but she was beating around the circles. And Tommy's like, listen, I need to know what he said and what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And she still wanted to talk in circles. I don't know if it was that she felt embarrassed that this happened.
Right.
Was it that she, you know, I mean, I don't understand. And something that is scary that I noticed, and she also said that his behavior reminded her of when she was in an abusive relationship. I understand those signs, and I've been there. But when I seen her making excuses for what he did, I said, oh no, this is dangerous already.
And
because you're already taking what he said as the fact of, oh, well, I'm from Jersey and that's how we talk and da da. No, I don't give a fuck where you're from. You don't talk to me like that. We are not cool. We're not in a relationship. You're not my man. I'm not your woman. Just because we came out to an event together and probably didn't even ride together. We met up. That does not give you the right to talk to me any kind of way.
Right. And I absolutely hate using your city as your excuse. Wendy Williams was born and raised in New Jersey. Now, she said what needed to be said on her daytime talk show, but during the commercial break, she wasn't berating her audience. You can't be on TV for over a decade and think that's an attitude. So, dude, you can get off of that shit with me. And not to mention, too, NECA agreed that, he and even she was cloaking it. And the thing is, my thing is this, right? I'm thinking that if she would have said that Nephew Tommy she would have been eliminated. And I think what Nephew Tommy would have done, not that I know him, but just thinking about this from a producer point of view, if I was Nephew Tommy, like, okay, wait a minute, he called you what? He called you a bit. Hang on one second. Actually, you know what? Hang on. I got to get on camera for this example. I just have to because I think... Oh, hang on, y'all. We're live on tour. Lord help. I didn't know if I was going to get on camera for this, but I need to. Just to showcase the fact... Oh, good damn. Jesus, help me. Okay. Sorry, y'all. There's a point to this. How my rambling comes greatness. Just give me time. Okay. All right. Let me get myself together here. Okay. Because this is what I would have done if I was Nephew Tommy. Hey, LaRon, we're in the ladies' lounge. Could you come through? Yeah, sure. So, LaRon, Maya said you said some choice words to her, brother. She is fearful that if she says the words that she's going to get eliminated from this process. So could you, since you said the words, could you say what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I called her a bitch.
You just called her a bitch. Well, I called her a couple kinds of bitches. And I told her, fuck this shit. Huh.
Right. So okay. So with that being said, so NECA, what was your experience with LaRon? And let's just go ahead and get it out. Your full experience. Mm-hmm. Vanessa, you have no personality. Kool-Aid has more flavor than you do, so I don't know if you can have anything valuable to contribute. But anyway, Patrice, do you have anything? Mm-hmm. Okay, we already talked to Maya. So Vanessa, I guess we're gonna have to talk to you too. Okay, so what I'm sensing is here that you've done this many times before. Now we're down to the final four. Maya, you will not be eliminated. Now you don't have a connection, but we're gonna make sure that you're okay. You're not gonna be eliminated. You, on the other hand, LaRon, get out. And that's what I would have done if I was Nephew Tommy. Okay, I'm going back off camera. Yep. I wanted to come on camera and do that to let y'all know how real that should have been.
Absolutely.
And because the tone that Nephew Tommy used was like, I want to... No, go ahead.
No, yeah, I was just agreeing. Yeah, it should have been like, now, Okay, well, let's go ahead and call him up. This is a curveball. You want to throw a curveball, and you finding out this stuff? No, you need to let him go.
That's it. Because it sounded like in Nephew Tommy's voice that he really wanted to know. Like he was not playing. Like that was not host Nephew Tommy. That was Nephew Tommy, the brother.
Yeah. I feel like he really did want to know him for her to kind of sugarcoat it. And then, like I said, you make the excuses as to why it possibly happened. It's like, no, girl, that's already red flags over red flags. That is red flags on a stop sign at a stoplight.
Absolutely. And then the fact that everyone else validated, like, yeah, he does this.
Yeah, no. And you know that that's something that you don't want. And you say that, you know, you don't like that kind of person. Stick with your guts. Stay to what you say and move on. Do not allow that toxicity in your life because it only gets worse. And if he's showing you this before you guys are actually dating and exclusive, it's going to be 10 times worse after that. And I feel like LeBron's the type of person where you can't just break up with him. Like, he's crazy. Like, you break up with him, he's trying to bang on your door. He's going to blow up your phone. He's going to follow you to work. He's going to pop up at your mama's house. He came to your cousin's house unannounced. He showed up at the church you go to. Like, he's that type. I feel like he's that type of person. Like, he's
not the Black Joe Goldberg.
Listen, Stalker City.
If you know the show you know the show you on Netflix, okay? And that's all alleged and purposes only.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Was there anything
but
else?
That's the end. So that's the end of the show. But then they go into next week, and that.
Oh, let me get it up. Because child, this preview right here was, oh my Lord.
I am ready for this preview.
Man.
So they go to the Ready to Love. Tommy invited them to the Ready to Love barbecue.
Yes, as one last shebang. Now, last season it was a brunch at a very nice restaurant, you know, up some steps. And this time, you know, they just say, hey, listen, we're just going to get down. The curveball is, and Gigi, did I not say this before when we talked about, I think it was season 8 with, you know, Janelle and, you know, that crew of why in the world did the women get to showcase their family members, but not the men, right? Did I not say that?
Yeah.
So in this instance, Nephew Tommy or somebody at home was listening to us once again. And so said that, okay, gentlemen, you're going to introduce your choice to your family. And it looks like Maya and LaRon are done.
Oh, yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
So basically,
it looks like it is a wrap.
Yeah. So basically, we don't know what the antithesis of the conversation is, but it's like you saying you want you saying you want me to tell your family that I love you, but if I don't talk to you again, you're going to feel some type of way or something to that degree. And then Maya says that I don't argue with men. That's a bitch.
That's what bitches do.
Right. And when a black woman is fed up, in the words of a song, and y'all know the song I'm talking about, ain't nothing you can do about it. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Let me tell you that when a black woman is walking upset, oh, you just need to move out the way, shut your mouth, and just stay down for your own mental health. Am I lying or am I lying with that walk, Gigi?
Well, it's the truth. If it ain't truth, then it's the truth. I'm gonna tell you, it's true.
Because that walk child.
Because when we fed up, we fed up.
Because that walk child was like, good damn.
Because no, she said, no, I'm not doing this with you. And first off, we ain't even on that level for me to say that I love you right now. Like, come on now. Red flags over red flags over red flags. LaRon he is not nobody's person. He needs to go. He is way too possessive over a woman that's not his.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's just, it's it's just time to go. But I'm definitely ready to see what happens next week because I feel like it's actually going to be good. We're going down to the wire. I'm ready for it.
And then you got Chaz, and his brother is military, and it seems like Patrice is under a water what do they call it, waterboarding situation. Listen, I need your name, I need your age, I need your address, I need your social security number, I need you to tell me anything and everything but the truth, or everything.
Listen, the way he acting like his brother work, his brother done already found out all that.
Right. And so then there is a point of contention with Alonzo meeting his family members of Patrice saying, I don't want to have a partner, like I have to talk to you like a son.
Son, yeah.
And Patrice, I love you, but that was uncalled for.
Yeah.
That was uncalled for. Because
it was, but I definitely understand. Don't nobody want to have to, don't nobody want to marry or be in a relationship with no child.
Right. And I understand it on that premise, but if we compare Lonzo to Lamar, come on now, let's give some love, grace, and space to Lonzo.
Yes.
Because do we need to go back to that one picture again? So a son would make you feel that happy? Now that would be a happy mother smile for making the honor roll, but you were just happy to see him say
right.
Hello
That's right there when you meeting the coach of the athletic department because your son just got a full ride scholarship. That's what that smile would be if that was your son.
Exactly. But that was a full grown man. That was completely disrespectful. I got the premise, like you said, Gigi, but that was a little out the way to me. I still love Patrice though. I really do. And then NECA and
I still feel like her and Alonzo would be a lot better than her and Chaz. Still, so.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. And then NECA and Justin. Apparently, NECA is feeling some type of way because she asked Justin's brother and him, what they talked about, but we don't know what was talked about. So that is your preview. And then I'm trying to think. Next week will be that. But then Nephew Tommy did say we're down to our final couples. So it looks like they're going to do the first half, the family members, and then the decision, right? That's what it's looking like.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's definitely what I'm thinking how it's going to be. But I definitely can't wait till next week to see it. I am ready for the changes. I am ready for, like the real feelings to come out because I feel like Maya going off on LeBron, I'm ready for that because his ass should have been gone off on, and I feel like he should have been gone.
There's not enough Grand Marnier to handle this. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
Or combative coffee.
That part right there. Y'all, that is our show. Of course, this is the lovely Quincy with Gigi. Now, y'all subscribe to her channel. Of course, subscribe to my channel, Talk with Solana. And by the way, shout out to Solana's Instagram. If y'all don't know her Instagram, she in the thousands. And I don't mean 1,000, okay? She doing her good, Lord. I think it's Ready to Love 5, right?
Yeah, Ready to Love 5.
Yeah, she definitely does her thing. Of course, our brother Q, he doesn't have a channel yet, but when he gets a channel, we will be right over there to support him as well. We will see you guys next week. Hopefully, at least for next week, and hopefully for the reunion, we'll get the game back together because I know we do well.
Yeah, hopefully so. We're gonna definitely work on it.
Get all of us together. So anyway, one love, much love, all love, everybody. Commercial break, fireworks, and then we're out. Bye, everybody. Much love.
Bye, y'all. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a Black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of Black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch. Now that you've...
Hey, grab me one too. grab me one too.
Welcome to Copeland's.
Copeland's is not just some fancy place for your big night out. In fact, there's no occasion too big, or if you like, too small. Copeland's. There's always something good.
Welcome to Copeland's.
Things have been a little quiet around here. We've missed the fun. We've missed the excitement. We've missed the entertainment. We've missed the nightlife. But most of all, we've missed you. We're getting ready. Caesar's Rewards. We can't wait to welcome you back. Things.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General. Author. Ruler. Man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.